What's up, YouTube? Just cutting in the outlets in the house here and had a bit of bad luck here. Let me show you what I'm up to here. I don't have a stud finder, or well, I take that back. I have a stud finder, but I don't have one of those deep ones that goes through plaster. Anyway, so I've been putting all my boxes 3 inches up in the middle of the spaces, and this one went right in the middle of a double stud. So that was a bit of bad luck. All my others look pretty good here. I've been using the angle grinder and this, I don't remember what it's called, this really ridiculously cool Milwaukee deal. It's the multi-tool, just with the cutter blade on it. It's pretty cool. It vibrates back and forth and just does an awesome job. It doesn't chip the plaster or anything. Here's what the outlets the previous contractors did look like. And then let me move you over here and show you what mine look like. And here's what mine look like. That one's a bit on the crooked side, but yeah, they're nice and clean and they're easy to patch. And that one's a bit straighter over there. And zoom in there. So yeah, those will be nice and easy. The outlet cover will cover them, but yeah, here's another what one of theirs looks like. Zoop. And it's all about just, taking your time and doing things right, because I don't have to go back and patch mine, except for oops, my double stud bad luck there. But yeah, those are a whole lot less work if you just take your time and do it right the first time. And I mean, crap, it's a whole lot less work. You don't have to go back and patch the plaster, and you don't have the ugliness. But I guess I'll have to patch that hole there, which sucks. But oh well. Yeah, it's looking pretty good here. I'm hoping to finish the electric in the upstairs today. I just have sort of 1.5 more rooms to cut in the outlets, and then once Jake gets here, I'm just going to start running cables and start pulling in the wiring for that. So I'm hoping to finish the upstairs today and have some exciting news here. Went and looked at table saws and some shapers yesterday. I'm still a bit on the fence about what kind of planer. Like, we're putting in so much hardwood here that it really would pay to just make it ourselves. The stuff that Sandra wanted to use in the house is like $15 a square foot. Like, it was, I think, $15 to $20 a square foot. And there's, close to 2,000 square feet worth of hardwood in the house. So you do the math, that's a lot of money. So I can, I can buy some stuff and, just get rough sawn hardwood and make it for a whole lot less than that. So went and looked, Winter Woodworking in Indianapolis. Went and checked them out. There's not too many places around that carry stuff like that. There's Rockler's, which is kind of more of a chain, and there's Woodcraft, which I didn't actually go and look there. Like, they're kind of similar to Rockler's, and it was on the sort of northeast side of Indy, and I just don't like having to drive over through Keystone, and that's just kind of a pain. I don't like going over there unless I absolutely have to. So yeah, I've got to say, I was really satisfied with Winter Woodworking in Indy. They, were really nice. I kind of went in there dead set on a Powermatic, and say I've used the one in the past. I really liked it. Yeah, when I first called over there to see kind of what all they had, the guy was kind of telling me about this brand I'd heard of but never really thought about, called Sawstop. And, I was like, whatever, I really want a Powermatic. It's like, nah, gimmicky, blah, I don't really want it. But I went over there and kind of looked at it, and it was actually a really nice saw. It's, it's more money, it's, I don't know, it's probably $700-800 more than the comparable Powermatic. And, well, I take that back, it's probably closer to $5, yeah, I don't know, yeah, maybe like $700 to a comparable Powermatic. And I mean, it's kind of a pricey table saw, but I mean, they're really good and they're meant to last sort of 20 years, you know, that kind of thing. But the Sawstop, whatchamacallit, has a really impressive safety feature. If you touch the blade, I forget exactly, it's like, you know, so many milliseconds, it's like 5 milliseconds it stops the blade. And if you look on YouTube for Sawstop time warp, it's on a show on the Discovery Channel where they tested one and shot it at 10,000 frames a second. And the guy actually sticks his finger into the blade on the table saw and it stops before it cuts him. Like it didn't even leave a mark on his finger. So I was I was pretty dead set on buying a Powermatic until I saw that, and it's like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. I like my fingers. So that's oh yeah, so pretty much decided to go with those. I called back and got one of those on order. They take about 10 days to arrive. So that should be here, I guess, you know, week after next, something like that. And also they had a used SCMI shaper table there. They had a pretty good price on it. Since I bought the table saw and that at the same time, they gave me a pretty good break on it. It's really slick. I've never really had anything to do with it. It's an Italian brand. I forget the you know, whatchamacallit, what SCMI stands for, but it's really nice. It's got a 6.5 horse single phase motor, 3/4 inch and I think inch spindle, and a sliding table, which I really liked. It's the first sliding table one I'd ever seen that didn't look like a complete piece of junk. So and it's from like '88, so it was cheap compared to what a new one is, which was nice, and it was in good shape. So I say, I guess next time I get a chance, I'll go down and pick that up. And I'm still looking for a planer. They had an older Powermatic there, but oh my god, it was so overkill. Like, you know, it had a 10 horse, 3-phase motor on it, so I'd have to change the motor over, and like it was just gonzo huge. I mean, it's comparable to, you know, what a new one. Actually, it's cheaper than what a new one would be, but it weighs like 1,000 pounds, and I don't really want to have to move that around, and it's just kind of, I don't know, this is way overkill for anything I need. But anyway, yeah, so if anybody has any suggestions for their recommendations for a planer, I'd be obliged. I'm looking at kind of a Powermatic or a Grizzly. I know that's a big disparity there, but looking at probably a 15-inch with a helical cutter head. You know, we're putting in some black locust, and I don't really want to have to change planer knives, like, you know, every couple hundred board feet. So anyway, yeah, I'm kind of thinking about either a 15, or I guess if I can get a really good price on a 20-inch, that'd be a little heavier duty, because I think the 15-inch, at least Powermatic, only has a 3-horse motor, and the 20-inch has a 5, so that'd have enough power to really hog through whatever I want. But anyway, yeah, so if anybody has any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Anyway, yeah, click, comment, subscribe. Coming up on 8 minutes here, so hope anybody actually watches this far in the video, and yeah, I'd love to have your planer recommendations.